Hello, Izabella. This is Nanny. Nanny bought you a new book today, and I'm going to read it to you, but I will bring it home with me when I come back, okay? So I'm just going to look after it for you. So this book is called Milo and the Magic Stones. See, and he's holding them in his hands. In the middle of the sea, there was an island, and on this island lived Milo and the other cliff mice. They loved their island. It provided them with food and shelter and protection from the rough storms that pounded waves against the cliffs. Can you see? That's their little island, and there's the waves. See? And there's Milo and his friends. During the summer, Milo and his friends worked hard gathering food. Sometimes they would take a break from their work and skip flat stones out across the ski. In the evenings, the mice would stretch out on the cliffs. They had been warmed by the sun and watch the stars at night. If it was warm enough, they would spend the entire night outside telling stories and enjoying the mild summer air. They seemed to be having a lot of fun. Can you see? And there's the moon. And there they are, all looking at the stars. Ooh. What do you think they're doing? One of them looks like he's asleep. And they're having a cuddle. What's this one doing at the top? I wonder. But when the first winter storms arrived, the mice would spend most of their time huddling in the dark, damp caves, dreaming of the light and the warmth. That's what they're doing. They're trying to stay warm. Ooh. Can you see the magic stones? I think Milo's trying to get them. And I think he did get them. Let's read and find out. After one of the storms, Milo crept out of his cave looking for food. He poked his nose curiously into every crevice. Then, in a particularly deep crevice, he saw something extraordinary. A strange glowing stone. Using a long stick, he carefully pried it out and carried it all the way back to his cave. So that's what he's doing with the stick. Ooh. I like the shiny stones. I wonder if they're magic. And now he's taken them back to the caves. Look how excited all his friends are. They're all curious too. Milo was amazed to see that the darker it got, the more brightly the stone glowed. And not only did it provide light, but it also gave off a comforting warmth. Happily, Milo curled up in the corner of his cave with his treasure. But he was not alone for long, because the bright light soon attracted all of the other mice. I wonder what's happening. like he's telling a story of his own. They all want stones of their own, and they asked Milo to show them where he had found his. But just as they were about to set off, wise Balthazar stood up and spoke. "Don't forget," he said, "the stones belong to the island. If you take something from the island, you must give something in return." So that's the wise old mouse right there, telling the story. Can you see? It's right there. And they're all listening. "Balthazar is right," said Milo. But what could Milo do to give to the island? He thought about it for many days until at last he had an idea. He went down the shore where the sea washed up all kinds of stones and looked for one that was about the same size as the one he had taken. You see? That's where he is holding his stone, his magic stones. And here, he's found one that's almost the same size. Only one cave was left. Inside, Milo and Balthazar crouched trembling in a corner. I think I'm reading the wrong page. Hold that thought. The book's beating Nanny. He sat down and he started chipping away at the stone. Curiously, the other mice gathered around. Milo worked for hours until he had carved a beautiful sun into the stone. Then Milo led his friends to the hidden crevice in the mountain and put his carved stone in the place where he had found the glowing stone. Can you see? That's where he did all the carvings. And then they went and they put the stone back, right where he found the magic stone. Ooh. The other mice began digging. Directly below the crevice, they found a tunnel that ran deep into the mountain. The further into the mountain they went, the more glowing stones they found. Each mouse took one and carefully carried it home. Ooh, look at all that treasure. Can you see? All the mice have got stones now. Oh, look. The magic, the glow. Then, like Milo, they found ordinary stones along the shore and started to decorate them. Some mice carved, etched, or drew on their stones. Others wrapped them or decorated them with flowers and leaves and roots. They created beautiful works of art and then carried them into the mountain and placed their gifts where they had found the glowing stones. Look, they're all taking their stones and they're putting them back where they found the magical stones. From then on, the windy winter weather did not bother the mice, who snuggled happily in their bright, warm caves. Often they got together and told stories, just like they did in the summertime. These gatherings made the long, cold nights seem shorter, and the winter less damp and dark. You see, they're all in the cave and they all have their magic stones. Now they're able to tell stories and stay nice and warm and see the light. It's very pretty. Every year, the mice celebrated the beginning of winter. They met in Balthazar's cave and they danced and they sang. And when it got dark, they took the magic stones on a parade along the cliffs as a special tribute to their beloved island. Look, they're going on a magic adventure with their stones. And that is where this story ends. I love you, Izabella. Bye-bye.